At least listen to MK, real generals and not cooks, not cookers. Real generals who are saying to you, this is not what they fought for. I don't know if sitting here, Mr. Ramaphosa is going to vote against the Constitution. He is the one who was leading the processes towards the adoption of this Constitution. We want to see Mr. Ramaphosa, Mr. Praveen, we want to see Mr. Jonas, the darling of anti-corruption, if you are going to vote for this corruption against the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. We are calling upon you to have another Ben Turok amongst you. Another Ben Turok who's going to vote against a mob. It is better to stand alone and stand for the truth. Stop thinking through your stomachs. Use your brains to think. Honorable Cronin, Honorable Blade, follow the Communist Party line.
Honorable Malema,
don't vote for people who want to destroy South Africa and the people who want to destroy our Constitution. Without the Constitution, we are finished. Zuma and the ANC want to convert South Africa into a banana republic.
Can Honorable Julius sit down, please? I want you to raise the order.
Hey man, I'm not going to sit down right now, man.
Sit down. I want to raise the order.
Hey. Speak your words to my
Honorable,
Hey, sit.
Honorable Malema.
Hey, sit.
Honorable Malema.
Sit.
Hey,
Honorable
sit,
member.
big man.
Honorable
Sit.
member.
To sit.
Wait.
It's
wait.
not going
Honorable
to sit.
Malema.
I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to sit down.
Honorable Malema.
I'm not going to sit down.
Sit.
Honorable Malema.
I'm not going to sit down. He must
Take your
speak.
seat, Honorable
If
member.
you don't want to speak, I'm continuing.
No,
Now, the
Honorable
inconsistency
Honorable
of
Malema.
the Constitution is equal as the breadth of the
Honorable
Constitution.
members.
You cannot
Honorable
be
Malema.
inconsistent of the Constitution
Honorable
and want to
Malema.
tell us that you are behaving in a right
Honorable
manner.
Malema, I have asked you to take your seat. Please do so, sir. The rules of the House, Honorable Malema, the rules of the House applies. Please take your seat.
Tell that one not to tell me to sit down. I can't be told
Malema,
by
take your seat.
a backbencher
Honorable
to
members,
sit down.
take your seats, all of you, and keep quiet. Honorable members, take your seat.
No, but call that one of yours to order first.
All of
He
you
can't
take
tell
your
me
seats.
to sit down.
Honorable Malema,
Who is he to
you
tell me
take
to
your
sit down?
seat.
Why must I be
seat.
told by a marshal to sit down?
Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Honorable member, please take your seat. Honorable Malema,
Honorable Deputy Speaker.
take your seat. What are you rising on? Honorable member. No. What are you rising on? Order. Order. Honorable member.
No, there's no sound, Speaker. Sound. No sound. Deputy Speaker. I think, Honorable Deputy Speaker, why still in the sitting? Every member has got a right to be called an honorable member. I don't think Honorable Malema is correct when he's to call President by his first name. To say Zuma. So he must refer.
Is that a
to
first
him
name? Zuma is his first name.
President
All right.
or Honorable President.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that's the rule. Honorable members, please take your seat. There is a rule to that effect. Honorable Malema knows it.
No.
Proceed, honorable member.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, order.
Thank you.
Yes, honorable member. What are you rising on?
On a point of order, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Dlamini on the other side said foot tag inside the House.
What's
and
his
that
name?
is out of order.
Who's that?
Honorable Dlamini there.
Honorable members. Honorable members. The speaker, in opening this debate, appealed to us to avoid using language that is unparliamentary and out of order. Can you please desist from doing that? Honorable members, stop screaming at each other Be orderly. And if you do this again, I am going to ask you, because you are violating Rule 51, I'll ask you to withdraw. Proceed, Honorable Member.
So, if you can't listen to us because we are in opposition, at least listen to Kathrada. At least listen to Goldberg. I didn't think that we're going to come here to repeat exactly what we did with the Public Protector's report. Because we see now members of the ruling party trying to second guess what the Constitutional Court said. And we had this debate on the Public Protector, and we gave you guidance on how you need to handle the Public Protector's report. You are repeating a similar mistake. When you say a person has failed to uphold his oath of office, it means that person has failed to uphold, defend, and respect the Constitution. You can't say a person has not breached his oath of office and therefore EFF did not get what they asked from the Constitutional Court when the court said this person has failed to uphold, defend, and respect the Constitution. That is an oath of office. So once you fail to do that, no one can argue, not even a Deputy Minister of Justice, that you have succeeded. You didn't uphold, you didn't respect, you didn't defend the Constitution, but you have succeeded in upholding your oath of office. That doesn't make sense. The judges were clear that the President and this Parliament engaged in an unlawful activity. And we cannot behave as if the court has not pronounced itself. Now the court has made it very clear who messed up. You want us to continue as business as usual. The Speaker of Parliament doesn't get removed, the President remains, the legal advisors of the President remains. Even after that Constitutional Court, no single individual has been held accountable. And you want us to believe that you are protecting the Constitution, you live by the rule of law. We are all equal before the law. And including Zuma, he must be equal before the law. Because if the court finds that he has violated the Constitution, he must be subjected to the rule of law.
Yes. Now, Honorable Malema.
Inconsistent.
Honorable Malema, please take your seat. Yes, what are you rising on, Honorable Member?
At least listen to MK real generals and not cooks, not cookers. Real generals who are saying to you, this is not what they fought for. I don't know if sitting here, Mr. Ramaphosa is going to vote against the Constitution. He's the one who was leading the processes towards the adoption of this Constitution. We want to see Mr. Ramaphosa, Mr. Praveen. We want to see Mr. Jonas, the darling of anti-corruption, if you are going to vote for this corruption against the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. We are calling upon you to have another Ben Turok amongst you. Another Ben Turok who's going to vote against a mob. It is better to stand alone and stand for the truth. Stop thinking through your stomachs.
Honorable Malema,
use your brains to think. Honorable Cronin, Honorable Blade, follow the Communist Party line.
Honorable Malema, your time
vote
is expired.
For people who want to destroy South Africa and the people who want to destroy our Constitution. Without the Constitution, we are finished. Zuma and the ANC want to convert South Africa into a banana republic. But you must be guaranteed all of you,
You
the
are
yellow
out
lot,
of order.
you will never destroy South Africa
Switch
in our
off this
presence.
microphone.
The
Can you switch off this
EFF
microphone?
will defend this country.
Switch off this
with
microphone.
Julius!
Order.
Yes, 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 yes,
Deputy Speaker.
yes.
Order, Deputy Speaker.
Skeleton nyana, smaller nyana skeleton.
Hello everybody, welcome once again to AfriPost. I believe wherever you're watching us from, you're doing great. Julius Malema is a towering figure in South Africa's politics. This is because he is really able to marshal huge support from the youth, from the working class. This is because he is able to really pull up a huge support from youth, from the working class, and every other sector of the society in South Africa to really build a better country. But one thing that has really been talked about when it comes to Julius Malema is the level of extremism that he tries to display when it comes to looking at the question of racial disparities in South Africa. One thing we must know is that the Afrikaners, the whites, have really had a better boost in terms of their economic standing because much of the resources that are in that country are not in the hands of the blacks, but mostly in the hands of the whites, who are the minority. And this has really brought a question whereby most blacks feel like they are disenfranchised within their own country. And this is what Julius Malema has really been fighting and talking about each and every time. Now, after watching this video, what is your opinion about Julius Malema? Because most South Africans are really happy to really see Juju take up his position and really work towards building South Africa to be great. But there are certain parts of South Africans who believe that Julius Malema is just some noisemaker. He's just somebody who is pushing himself without even any serious ideological backing. From a neutral perspective, I believe that Julius Malema really advocates for some of the best ideas that any African president should really fight for. Because for me, since I started watching him, one of the things that he has stood by and he has remained on is the question of empowering the black person. Because blacks have really received a lot of hate from different parts of the world. If they go to Europe, they are hated. They receive racial discrimination. If they go to United States, they are being arrested and shot easily because of racial discrimination. If they go to China, they receive racial discrimination. Where will they really benefit and get the best out of their lives? It is just in the African continent. And that is why all leaders, all political leaders, all presidents should come together and work towards building an Africa that works for everybody. An Africa that is supportive towards the black person. If you look at most of our institutions, they are really developed in such a way that systemic racism is intertwined within them, because criminal justice system in South Africa is more oppressive towards the black person than to white people. Just as Julius Malema is saying that there is a situation whereby whites, when they engage in criminal activities, they do not receive backlash or even immediate and swift action from the law enforcement agencies. So I tend to agree with what Julius Malema is saying. He is somebody who is there to really ensure that Africa grows, Africa receives the best out of itself, and Africa continues to be self-sufficient and works towards being the greatest partner in the economic landscape. I don't know what you think about this, but please, if you're watching us for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and also share. Thank you, and may the good Lord bless you. Goodbye.